do you become a leader? How do you become a leader? Many people say that leadership is inborn, or this person has innate leadership qualities. Many people say that, right? But let me ask all of you, what do you think? How do you become a leader? Yes? By taking initiative, okay? Well, yes? Knowledge and aspiration, okay? Partly correct? Yes? So how do you become a leader?
I believe that qualities can be invented with time, but you should have a strong belief in yourself.
Okay, strong
believe in
belief,
your ideas first.
aspiration. Okay, great. Strong belief, strong aspiration. Maybe one last, yes. Whoever, one of you.
Yes, sir. I think that to become a leader, we should try to do our best.
We should try to do our best. Look, you guys are all getting there. I can't take more questions, more answers, but I can. Now, can you get into a class and the teacher teaches you something and you come out as a good leader? Yes, no? Does that happen? No. Does the textbook teach you leadership? It can tell you about leadership. It's a little bit like, do you learn swimming by reading? Can you read a book and learn to swim? Yes, no? Right? You may have the best books on swimming. How to become an ace swimmer. Move your arm like this, move your legs like this. Breathe in, breathe out, whatever. But is that going to make you a great swimmer? Yes? What will make you a great swimmer? You have to jump in the pool, right? You have to jump in the pool and practice. No theoretical class is going to make you a good swimmer. So leadership is similar, guys. No theoretical class on leadership is going to make you a leader, right? What can make you into a leader? Practice. You have to practice. Practice. You have to find your swimming pool. Okay, you have to find your swimming pool. For me, I said for my swimming pool. I could jump into I said and start to learn. What does it mean to take initiative? What does it mean to start leading a small group of 5-6 people? Then I was leading the whole local committee, which is 40 people, right? So you have ample opportunities, by the way. In school you have ample opportunities. There are so many societies, so many avenues. Sport, by the way, is a big teacher of leadership. In college you have so many opportunities. I am talking of IIT because that was my swimming pool. But you have to find your own swimming pool where you can start to practice. And nothing better than starting early. Practice when you are young, when you are in school, when you are in college. Once you get into professional careers, I can tell you, the practice becomes very difficult because by that time people are already expecting that you will give results. So you have to really find your own swimming pool where you can practice. Leadership is entirely experiential. And I can tell you that while leadership requires qualities and some people may have more of them when you were born, but each of you can train yourself to be a leader. Let me tell you, when I was in school, I grew up in Chandigarh, I used to go to school. Well, if somebody, till my grade 10, if somebody asked me that speak publicly, my legs used to shake, right? I used to lack total self-confidence. I could not stand in front of an audience. Similarly, in 11th, 12th, I came to school in Delhi and then I came to IIT Delhi. In my first year, I saw this poster which said we are recruiting for IIT, and then I joined the organization. And that organization really gave me the confidence. Gave me the confidence that I can deal with people. Gave me the confidence that I can get things done. Gave me the confidence that I can inspire. I can guide. So it became my swimming pool, right? So find that opportunity. You can only do with this unless you try. So that's the first thing. You have to find your swimming pool. You have to really find experiences that can help you, shape you into a leader. And believe me, each of you can do that. Right? The second thing I want to talk about is what are the qualities of a leader? Leadership seems very external. A lot of you use words like you can order, or you have influence, you have control. That's what the dictionary also says. But before that, what is the biggest quality a leader should have? What do you think is the biggest quality a leader should have. Yes. Humble yet confident, but why? We said leadership, a leader is a person who guides and inspires others. Why will others listen to you? Why will others listen to you? That's the question. Yes, India.
A leader should have commitment to a cause.
Commitment. These are all great answers, but I'm looking for one answer. Why should people listen to you? Why do you listen to some? Why do you listen to your parents?
To get on the right path.
To get on the right path. And why do you feel your parents are putting you on the right path?
For a better future.
For a better future. But why? Why do you believe in your parents? They may say anything, but you believe they are putting you on the right path. Why? Yes. Sorry? Correct. Who said that? Trust. Now Gandhi is telling billions of people that do satyagraha, take battles on your head, go to jail, because you will have a better life. And people are doing that because they trust Gandhi. You are believing in your parents. You don't question your parents when they tell you do this, because you trust them. A leader has to build trust. How can you inspire and guide and motivate people if you don't build trust? Right? That's the biggest quality. And what is that? That's a self-thing. So the second point I'm making is leadership of the self. To be able to lead others, you first have to lead yourself. You have to develop this ability that people can trust you. Why do people trust you? People trust you when you are authentic. Right? You all have friends, and you all have friends which are closer to you than others, right? And the close friends you can trust. And by the way, if you are inauthentic, everybody understands the meaning of authentic. Authentic is the way it is. When somebody is being inauthentic with you, you know. आपको पता होता है कि ये अब थोड़ा चालू बन गया है, ये पीछे गलत हो रहा है. She is not being really truthful to me. You know that, right? You don't have to. Your fifth sense is telling you. So, being authentic, being able to build trust is the foremost quality a leader should have. And there are many others. Why leadership is a lot about speaking, leadership is a lot about listening. You can't become an effective leader unless you listen. Gandhi could listen to the people of India. His attire, what he ate, was shaped by his listening to people. What are they going to relate to? Whom are they going to trust? Are they going to trust a suited gentleman, or are they going to trust somebody with a dhoti who's given up everything? Right? And I mean, I'm not saying you have to do what he did, but listening, building, being able to build trust, to act authentically, to act with grit, to act with determination, to have perseverance, to rise from each failure. These are qualities of a leader. These are not qualities outside. These are qualities in yourself. These are qualities in yourself that you have to develop to become a leader. So leadership is leadership of the self. Unless you can lead yourself, you can't lead others. And this you acquire by practice. This you have to acquire by practice. You have to keep recalibrating. You have to when you find your swimming pool and you jump in, then the coach tells you, okay, move your hands like this. Move. So once you find your swimming pool and the area where you're practicing it, then you are recalibrating. Am I listening to people? Am I being authentic? Am I being able to build trust? How do I rise from each failure? How do I act with grit? How do I act with determination? Right? So, before leading others, you have to lead yourself. That's the second big point I wanted to make. And the last one before I close, and this is really the topic, is empowering leadership for global impact. Your impact is only signified if you pick up big problems of the planet. Climate change, pollution, food production, energy, health, education. And why? Because the biggest opportunity for you as youngsters lies when you deal with big problems. Right? The bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. Freedom of India, such a big problem. Look at Gandhi's impact, right? So the bigger the problem, the more impact you can have. The bigger is the opportunity. It's a very selfish reason. Yes, you are doing good to the planet, but before doing good to the planet, you're also doing good to yourself. The bigger the problem, the bigger impact you can have. So big problems, big battles in life, not small battles. What's my friend saying? What is my neighbor feeling? Right? Big battles, big problems, and the bigger is going to be your impact. And before I close, I really want to say that all of you have this opportunity. I think this generation, when I was growing up, our biggest challenge was that we needed to find a job because we needed food, clothes to sustain. Your generation is lucky because part of that problem is already taken care of. From the backgrounds you come from the families you come from. And yes, there are people who are disadvantaged, you still have that battle. But you have that unique opportunity where you can make meaningful lives, do good to yourselves, but also do a lot of good to the world. So you can really combine these two things. So all the best for your future careers, and I hope all of you are able to find your own swimming pools and practice on what can make you an effective leader and help change this planet. So thank you very much.
What a phenomenal start. Thank you, Mr. Gupta, for such an enlightening perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to introduce our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Shelly Abroad, the current Mayor of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi, a position of historic significance as she is the first to be elected following the reunification of Delhi's municipal corporation. With a distinguished background in both academia and politics, Dr. Abroad brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to us today. She holds a PhD in commerce, she has studied management and I am Holy Code, and has served as an assistant visiting professor at Delhi University. Her academic excellence laid a strong foundation for her remarkable political journey. Joining the Aam Aadmi Party in 2013, Dr. Abroad's leadership skills soon led her to become the Vice President of the Women's Wing. Her commitment to public service was further recognized when she first won the 2022 Delhi Municipal Corporation election and subsequently her peers re-elected her as mayor in 2023, demonstrating her continued dedication to the welfare and development of Delhi. As Dr. Abroad shares her insights with us today, let her journey inspire us to strive for excellence in our endeavors and to commit ourselves to the service of our community. But before that, I am also obliged to welcome upon the stage Professor Soumya Siddhanta, to welcome Dr. Shelly, all of the students, and also a brief introduction to the sir. Beginning his academic journey with a foundation in chemistry from Hansraj College, University of Delhi, Professor Siddhanta's quest for knowledge led him to pursue an integrated MS PhD at the JNU Center with advanced scientific and scientific research under Professor Chandravas Narayan. Today, Professor Siddhanta also shared his insights embodying the profound influence of dedicated research and innovation in empowering young leaders. Let us welcome him both.
Very good morning, and a very warm welcome to all the dignitaries here, especially Honorable Mayor of Delhi, Dr. Shelly Abroad, and all the students, educators, and all the trainers who present here, and I must say the future change makers who present here. A very warm welcome to IIT Delhi, and I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate AICC and IIT Delhi for taking this initiative to organize this new Speak Forum, which is actually a very significant event, and I hope that this leads to very meaningful discussions and dialogue for solving very pressing solutions, pressing problems, and coming up with solutions for things which for the betterment of our society. So, a very warm welcome for you on the behalf of the outreach team of IIT Delhi. And I would also like to congratulate our CAIC team here who has been working tirelessly for making this happen. So, congratulations everyone, and welcome again to IIT. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful address. Now, I would also like to invite Dr. Shali Abroy on the stage.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's so pleasure to be part of this event today, and I thank IIT Delhi, the professors, organizers, and students for inviting me here. I was in education section only. I was teaching in Delhi University as assistant professor, and soon, 2 years back, I was given a chance to contest election, and the Honorable CM gave me this opportunity to head MCD, and this is my second term as a mayor in the Municipal Corporation of Delhi. And let me tell you, I never miss any event which is related to education. I never miss any program, whether it is in school or college or any university in India or all over the world. So I really like addressing people, students, and I attended a conference 4 or 5 years back in IIT Delhi. So it's very nostalgic feeling today. So I have been asked to talk something about education, especially the youth, how we can empower youth through education. So when we talk about education, education is a fundamental right for every individual in any country. It is a necessity like food, shelter, and clothing. Why? Because it is very crucial for the success of the future, especially for students. Because it empowers them to face the competitive world. It empowers them to face the evolving job opportunities, job market. It not only creates the personality development, it enhances the personality of a student, but it also develops the socio-emotional skills among them. Then, when we talk about the good education system, not only in India but all over the world, two things are important. Number one is the quality education. Number three is the inclusive education, which is possible only because of two things. Number one is the technological advancement. Number two is the policy innovation. So every market, every government, every civil society organization, every political party need to focus on the policy which we are making on education. Let me tell you, there has been a drastic change in the education in Delhi government schools. Have you ever been to any Delhi government school? Anyone? There is a drastic change in the Delhi government schools. Now in MCD also, because our party has always been focusing on good education. We are trying to bring a very big revolution in education in MCD also. Because in MCD we provide the primary education to students where the foundation of a child is being decided. In Delhi government, we have sent our teachers abroad as well as to the most prestigious institute of India, that is IIM for training. Even the MCD teachers and principals, we have sent them for the training so that we can inculcate the leadership qualities of the principals and teachers. We can enhance the teaching skills of the teachers and the principals. Nowadays, we are focusing on the hybrid learning also. Number one, that is the combination of the traditional as well as the online teaching. So that is very much important because which is the holistic approach nowadays which is required in the Indian education system. We are trying to pioneer the worldwide and international standards of education, not only in the school but also in the colleges as well as the universities. Next is the STEM model. STEM model is the S stands for science, T stands for technology, E stands for engineering, M stands for mathematics. People are from the engineering background. I am from the commerce background, so I am not aware of much of the engineering, the technology, the anything which is related to engineering. But we all are following the path of artificial learning. We all are following the path of machine learning. We are focusing on data. We are focusing on data mining, data analysis. I used to teach PhD scholars when I was doing my PhD from IIT. I did my full-time PhD from there. I was teaching data analysis, I was teaching MOS, I was teaching SPSS. So that is important nowadays. Measuring the accurate data, following the STEM model is important. The next is pioneering the global education model. India is moving towards the best education model which can be given to the students. Because you people are the future of a country. You people are the assets of a country who will bring the change in the entire society, in the entire country. Next is the why. Why the youth only should be focused. Why we need to empower youth through education. Number one, we can make them critical thinkers. Number two, we can enhance their decision-making skills. That is important. Number three, so that we can analyze the complex issues through logical thinking, through logical evidences. Then, educating youth can promote economic and social skills so that they can break the cycle of poverty. They can have better job opportunities. Next is promoting the social cohesion, reducing the inequality. The students who are sitting here, you people are coming from diverse culture. You have come from different backgrounds. You people are different from different castes. So when you will come together, you will learn how to adopt the different culture, how to work with people, with your colleagues from different backgrounds. That is also very much important. You will reduce the discrimination which is happening at present in the society. This is important. Then, what are things we need to focus on? We are talking on education, we are talking about youth. Three things are important. Number one, training of the teachers and the faculty, that is important. We need to invest there. We need to invest on teachers. We need to send them for training, that is important. Number two, leveraging technology. We need to move towards data. We need to focus on technology. We are since Corona times, we are more focusing on digital education. We are more towards online teaching. That is important. Then, we need multi-sectoral approach. The government, the civic agencies, then different private sectors, we need to collaborate all. All stakeholders, they need to work together so that a big market is being created for the next coming generation. So you all are the future generation. You can be the critical thinkers, you can be the future leaders, you can be the decision makers, you can be the innovators. So how is all will be possible? There are certain things you need to follow in your life. When I was a student, let me tell you, you people are the next generation. You are very younger to me. When I was in school and college, nobody was there to guide us. Nobody. The family, I'm from the business family, nobody was there even to guide me. Which profession to go into, which field is to be chosen. But now, you people are there. So many opportunities are there for you to explore. You need to be open to that. You need to be focused. You need to be goal-oriented. You need to be directed. You need to be motivated. You need to be valued. And the most important is, you need to be connected. This is the mantra of being a successful youth. Because no successful youth is born overnight. I was not born overnight. It is only the networking. It is only I was well connected with people. It was really struggle for me, let me tell you. Coming to IIT is not that easy. I do understand this because I am from the education sector only. When I used to try for PhD, it was very difficult for me. It took me 5 years to get into a government organization for a full-time PhD. So nothing is so easy. Getting the Municipal Corporation of Delhi is not easy. Keeping in mind the political instability which is going on these days in Delhi and India, that is not easy. So we need to be open to face the challenges. So you are the one who can bring that change. You can be the change maker. You can be the innovator. So you all need to tackle the challenges which are there for the coming future. So you need to stand up. You need to think about the nation. You need to think about the society so that we can make a better India. so that we can talk about why we are always talking about America, UK, Australia. Why not India? So that change only you all can bring. I can see so many school students are sitting in front of me. You people are from which school?
College.
Nobody. GPS. So GPS is one of the most prestigious schools in entire Delhi, in entire India. So you are the one who can bring that change. So are you ready to bring that change? Because the nation is dependent on you. You are the coming asset of the country. So as a youth, as a leader, you can also become a future leader. You can lead the nation. You can lead the organization. But there are certain things which you need to follow. So be focused. Don't go for bookish knowledge, that is not required. That is just for the numbers, just for the marks, just to get into a good school, to get into a good university, to get into a good college. But there are certain other things which we need to learn. You need to learn the value system. You need to be good, connected, with, not only with your colleagues, your friends, but everything. The digital India we are following. So be well connected, be focused, be goal oriented. And any help if you require from any government, from the Aam Aadmi Party, we are always there for you. So best of luck for your future. Be connected and be focused and all the best to you. Thank you.
We are truly grateful to Dr. Shelley Oberoi's motivational speech and her commitment to serving the public, which inspires us deeply. But before we move on to the next speaker, let us take a moment to appreciate the pioneers who believed in the vision of the Youth Speak Forum even before it became a reality. As our esteemed knowledge partner Denny Bhaskara's relentless pursuit of truth and information empowers us all, illuminating the path towards informed action and enlightening discussions here at the Youth Speak Forum. As we will navigate through today's discussions on sustainability, let's take a moment to acknowledge the clear waters of support from the West. As our sustainability partner, their dedication to managing water and waste resources reflects the essence of our collective journey towards a more sustainable planet. Your support has been invaluable in bringing out the best of our vision. Now, we are thrilled to announce a luminary whose contributions span academia, leadership, and innovation, leaving a lasting impact on business education worldwide. His journey through the corporate sector, including significant roles at Wipro Information Technology Limited and Sriram Chemicals, for transformative figures in academia, underscores a legacy of excellence. Transitioning to academia, he made profound impact, particularly at the Indian Institute of Forest Management, Bhopal, and as a professor of marketing and dean at IIM Lucknow's Noida campus. His expertise has been sought after globally, teaching at prestigious institutions across India and abroad, such as SPJ Management Center, Singapore, and the Newell Business School, Australia. An alumnus of MIT, the University of Toronto, and IIT Delhi, his educational background is as distinguished as his professional achievements. Honored with the Educationist of the Year in Asia for revolutionary contribution in education at the Asia Pacific Education and Technology Summit at Awards and the Transformational Leadership Award by Assocham India, his accolades are testament to his influential role in education. His expertise spans CRM, internet marketing, and IT enablers for marketing, showcasing his ability to merge technology with marketing education. This person is none other than Dr. Chitendra Das, founder of forum'24 Management, that formally welcomes this exceptional institutional builder and visionary leader whose dedication is to inspire us all.
Very good morning to you all. The detailing was in details. I put the details pertaining to me. I was wondering who is this person who is matching my profile. And then my name was tching. So this is a unique way of introducing someone. Someone who is description and start with it. I would like to thank them for giving my brief profile in that way. But to make it more clear, I'm an alumnus of IIT Delhi. I graduated from IIT Delhi in 1979, long time back. And we were there in a 5-year program. Both days in engineering was the 5-year duration. We didn't have 10 plus 2. We were in an 11-year system. It used to be called higher secondary. So we did higher secondary. So 74 I did my higher secondary. 74 I got admission in IIT Delhi. So it's always with a deep nostalgic feeling that whenever there is any event where I can get involved in IIT Delhi, I would love to be there. And this Dogra Hall is very dear to us because this is where the convocations are held, and this is where a lot of other cultural events used to be held. And I've been sitting by and large on the balcony and all that. Never sat on the lower floor because I was looking at this on the higher level. You have to see your happening there. So this is a very great feeling for me to be here, and especially this wide as and I was not given this specific topic, but I thought the script that was given to me was that sustainable development goals is the focus of ISIC and YSF, which is the core, which offers quality education, SDG is kind of a sustainable development goal of the United Nations, SDG 5, which is for gender equality, and SDG 9, which is on industry, innovation, and now when we talk of education and quality education, you should know that you are one of those privileged set of resources must make three contributions. And if you don't place yourself in this time, the age of 15 to 25, how many people are there? How many boys and girls are there to 25 in the country? I don't know whether you have any idea. I would like to ask you a question. But I think that it will be in the range of 25 to 30 crores. 25 to 30 crore is the population of people in the age of 15 to 30, like you higher or lower. And with that kind of population, who are the future of India? Now, when you talk of the future of India, it's education, and it's the first step in school. And why education? Because education makes you knowledge. You get to know things. You get to know how to handle yourself, how to handle your family, how to handle your immediate society, and how to handle your larger society and country ultimately. Without education, you can't achieve much. And that's a given thing. Exceptions apart in the Indian political system, but then they are intelligent enough to figure out what is going on. So with this kind of a population, how many of them would be able to get into schools? How many of them would be getting into what's called the HEI, the higher education institutions like IITs and IIMs and other big universities? So there are a number of people there which say that we need to expand at a breakneck speed in terms of making the opportunity of getting education available to the young. And we are at a very low. If you just pick up the data, how many schools are there, what is the ER, gross enrollment ratio, how many students are actually going to colleges, schools. Government has a lot of schemes to ensure kids go to the school, particularly the lunch scheme, in the rural area, the lunch is offered. That's a huge incentive for the kids to go to the school and to get some education. So with this kind of population, if you map it to the Indian economic scenario, where let's say the urban and the rural divide is still about 35 to 65%. 5% is the rural, 35% is urban. So when we talk of growth rate of 7%, where this, what would this be for places like Delhi and metropolitan city. You need to figure yourself as to where you are placed when it comes to education and when it comes to your contribution to the society at large. And when you talk of higher education, you as a student have to figure it out. What do I do? How do I contribute? Many students think that, what can I do? I do it for myself. I cannot be contributing to the well-being of the society at large. So, how do you know what you should be doing to improve on these sustainable development goals and education in particular? Or what do you do to contribute to the well-being of your school, your college, your society, or country at large? How do you think? When I was growing up, we never had these kinds of questions. There were no sustainable development goals at that time, and you actually want to look at yourself. So you need to do yourself, figure out what is required to be done, and set the rules out. Typically, for school kids, because of the parents and because of the peer pressure, you will set a target of getting admitted to an engineering college or a medical college or into a civil service and things like that. If you set that target, you should know how to go about it and contribute to the well-being of yourself and of the society. Now, Government of India has also taken up upon itself that education has to be pushed ahead. Primarily because of the huge population and how you do things, so that students are actually educated properly. So there are a lot of initiatives that have been taken. But if you come down to the micro level, look at yourself. You should do well for yourself. You're the beneficiary of that good that gets created. Good is economic term. So that good that gets created, you are the beneficiary at the micro level and at the macro level. Micro level, because if you are good educated, you might get a good job, you would be able to do good engagements in future times, and you will have a comfortable life. So at micro level, you are the beneficiary. If India or the society as a whole starts benefiting from your good contribution, then the reputation of India improves, then the reputation of society improves, then there are external agencies who start valuing your contribution, and then your quality of life improves further. So at the macro level also you are beneficiary. So the people who are in the age group of 15 to 30, they should take it upon themselves that what is it that I must do such that I gain good things for myself, I do well in my own life, and therefore you are the ones who would benefit from the larger good that gets created because of your good contribution to my life. Now in the very standard terms that is used as to what you can do to the well-being, things like creativity, innovation, the standard terms is used. So let's get away from this. Now you will need to think, how do I improve the quality and the life of my immediate family? Now, the creativity part, for example, if you in your own domain as a student, there are students who are do well, there are students who don't do so well. There are some students who do well are the ones who are thinking all the time, how do I do things in a way that is more efficient in fulfilling my estimated goals. And they are the most work. So the creativity part is in at all times, at all levels. I'll give an example of how the creativity can change the world without bringing in new technology in place. For example, we are all familiar with this UPI payment system. You click and then you make the payment. Now when you are doing it, there is no new technology per se in the world. Everything is available. Someone has understood the process and someone has understood to put things together and it starts delivering. So that's a creative solution to a problem. So how do you figure out how do I become creative productively? Which means you need to understand the problem and figure out what are these, what is called the building blocks to find a solution. To understand the building blocks, there's different components, the bank account, the phone, the technology available, so all existing.
ability to execute a particular set of instructions, all available. So somebody has put it together, and the QR code technology is already available, and then you will click, that it offers you that you approve it, you approve it, transaction. That's a creative solution for existing problem. Now you as a youth in the current times are in a very different era. Different times that you are in the times of, a lot of people talk of machine learning, artificial intelligence, chat GPT, we are familiar with this term. In our days, we didn't have access to any of these things. The internet was not even thought of, right? Anything you want to know, you need to go and talk to your parents, go and talk to your teachers, and maybe read newspapers and figure out what to do. Today, if you have any question, you can just Google it. Any question whatsoever comes to your mind, you can Google it, some answer will come and you can figure out how to proceed further. So in this era where the artificial intelligence is becoming commonplace, ChatGPT solutions or systems and information is available, how do you control your life? As a teacher, when you are taking a class, using a PowerPoint presentation, half the class is checking whether the same slide is available somewhere on the internet. Or whatever you are talking, whatever knowledge that you are imparting, the students are trying to verify whether this is actually true or not. It is happening in real time. So the information is available. Right? So you in the new generation, you need to what is called filter out the data which is available. And what does it mean when it becomes information? And what does it mean when it becomes knowledge? And what does it mean when you have what is called wisdom coming out? Data, information, knowledge, wisdom. Now, any of the AI would actually take time before it goes to a wisdom category. Right? So once you have the data, once you have the information, how you take it, and this is where the creativity comes in your lifestyle. So you need to figure out this is my space of excelling, and within that I need to contribute and improve my micro environment, and then ultimately improve it in the macro environment. I'll give you another example of how the information or the data of the information can be appropriately applied for making it happen more efficiently. Somebody narrated the story to me that person has gone to a homeopathic doctor for some treatment. And the homeopathic doctor asked him like hundreds of questions, all kinds of questions, whether you like sunshade or sweet, all that kind of thing. And then he had a very thick book in his hand. And he was referring to the different sections of the book and he was making notes in the presence of the patient. And after doing all this, then the doctor wrote a prescription that this is what you need to do and he would come back after 7 days. So this patient was telling the story to me. He said that I felt very odd. Look at this doctor who was referring to a book and then giving me a prescription. I thought doctors know everything. And so this must not be good doctor. The initial thought was this is not a good doctor. Like a tching, for love. Oh, he is checking everything and then he's writing things to it. So I told him, and I was already a mechanic. No, you shouldn't say that. He is referring to it just to make sure whatever he has in mind is correct. We can always do this. He or she would not be able to remember this entire 500-page document. He would know what. Now then I asked him, if I were to give you that book, would you be able to write a prescription for yourself? He said no. Which means there is a difference between you and the doctor. Yes. So therefore he is the doctor. So what makes him the doctor? You tell me, he took some time and then he said that well, he would know where to look for what. Good. At least he knows where to look for what. And then he wrote down certain things. This is what he said. And after noting down 7-8 points, then he wrote the medicine, which is different. Then he noted down whatever he wanted to write down, then he wrote it. So you will be able to do it. Able to do it, you have to study that. Yes, I have to study that. and aspect. That's different. So once you have the information, the data, the information, the knowledge has to come from somewhere. So that doctor was able to use his power of knowledge to write a prescription. Why am I giving this example? So we are in the era of AI, we are in the era of ChatGPT, where the data information is just available. Some of you might have already Googled as to figure out what the population of 15 to 30 years group in India. Whether what I told in this character is not correct. I actually checked it myself before coming here. Right? So that data information is available. Now, how do you create knowledge out of this and how does the wisdom come out of it is something that the humans still will have a lot of right? So the ChatGPT will take some time to put it, which is that's the welfare rate but then you should know that all the activities which are in the domain of repetition, standardization and can be easily predicted would be the domain of artificial intelligence. So you figure out how do I do things for myself so that I improve and I do good to myself and that I'm able to contribute to the well-being of the society at large. There's a group of students at Sports School of Management. I'm currently the Director General at Foundation for Organizational Research and Education, which is a credit body, not-profit body, which Sports School of Management we are in. So I was talking to a group of students, and I was going to tell them how you can contribute to the well-being of the nation. Right? And before that event, I was talking to one or two students and I asked them, what would you like to do to contribute to the well-being of the nation? And these guys are going back. If I were to ask you, what would you like to do for the contribution or well-being of the nation? Would you be able to respond to this question? What would you like to do to contribute to the well-being of the nation? Anyone? So this leads to the guys of MBA guys, high cap score and all that. Blank. All things are done by politicians. Right? The top end scientists, all those guys contribute to the well-being of the nation. Also, apna philosophy of life. And then that was over. And then I was standing on a podium and I was thinking as to how do I tell them how you contribute to well-being of the nation. And then I remembered a story which I would like to share today with you. My own illustrative exam, which just clicked and then a good exam. Last year I had gone to Himachal up to the hills. Beyond Kilo, you have heard on the way, Manali you have heard of. Manali, Kilo, and then on the Leh. It is on the way to Leh. So we had gone beyond Kilo to high altitude, a place called Varanasi. So this is a tourist location, a lot of people go there, look for ice all around. So we're there, we parked our vehicle, loitering around, seeing the snow and all that. My son and daughter-in-law, they are all enjoying. So we stood on the road, we didn't go to the dangerous areas which they were enjoying. And on the road, when the vehicles are parked, on the side, we had these snow on the hills. It was all in ice formation. And you see snow on the right, this is the downhill. It looks beautiful. But on the left-hand side, with the snow on the top, then there's a ledge. And then there's the icicles. The snow trickling down water, they become ice. You can break it like this, pointed ice. And from the tip of it, the drop of water was trickling down. You can see that? You can imagine? So, whole lot of this, the melting ice was there. Drop by drop, water was coming down. And on the side of the road, the small liquid that is formed, it was flowing. Like small narrow. And I took a video of that, 30-second video. And that time, I posted it to my friends, and I said, river in the making. And I said something there. So this is a river in the making. I showed that drop coming in. This is a river in the making. And I showed that little string, this is the river in the making. And then I narrated that this drop of water could be part of a huge river down the. Then I told these students that if that particular drop fell, what do I do? How can it contribute to the formation of that river? I cannot do that. And that drop goes away. It doesn't want to drop down because the river is a big thing. How can it contribute? That drop decides not to contribute. Drop goes away. Would there be a huge river? No. There won't be a river. So that drop contributed to the formation of that Aviral flowing river. So you can think yourself as a little drop, one out of 30 crore people. And how do I contribute? So you contribute to your own set of activities, and that set of activities is appreciated by your immediate family and society. Everyone does it like this. And all the good things that have been done by a whole lot of people, 20 crore people, then that's the explanation, and that's the contribution. The youth is the immediate beneficiary of these good contribution activities, and youth is the greatest beneficiary in future of the macro benefit that we flow out of the youth contribution that you will be making to yourself in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an illuminating speech. Let us all give him a round of applause, big round of applause, once again. Because I hope that all of you got to learn a little from sir's huge reservoir of knowledge and wisdom. This seminar is a call to action, and you all have to be energized spirit. Speaking of energizing, we now have, as we are progressing towards the enlightening sessions of today, we will now pause to honor our distinguished speakers, whose dedication to education has profoundly impacted countless lives. Their leadership in fostering environmental innovation, inclusion, and excellence is truly inspirational. We begin with Dr. Jitendra himself, felicitated by Professor Hamik Siddhant. And then we will like to also welcome the Dean of SRM University, a visionary who has transformed